Ang Yapak, ito yung kwento mo, kwento ko, at kwento nating lahat ng mga Filipino sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo upang makita ang buhay, paglalakbay, at tagumpay ng bawat isa sa ating lahat. Bakit Yapak? Kasi ito yung kwento mo eh. Kwento natin lahat ng mga Filipino na nangangarap na makamit ang kanilang mga pangarap sa buhay, na nakikipagsapalaran para abutin at sikapin na tulungan ang mga mahal nila sa buhay at ipakita sa lahat ng mga tao na sila ay nagtagumpay sa lahat ng pagsubok nilang pinagdadaanan. Para saan ang Yapak? Ang Yapak ay para sa iyo, sa lahat ng mga Filipino na nakikibaka, nakikipagsapalaran, at pilit na inaabot ang kanilang mga pangarap. Dahil sa iba't ibang episode na makikita nila dito sa programang ito, marami tayong matututunan sa mga kwento ng buhay, paglalakbay, at tagumpay ng bawat Pilipino sa buong mundo. Mga ma-expect nila rito sa Yapak ay yung mga kwentong makukulit, masasaya, malungkot, at mga kalog na mga eksena ng mga buhay ng mga Pilipino sa iba't ibang mundo. Kahit malayo sila sa kanilang mga pamilya at mga mahal sa buhay, maipapakita ng Yapak at maipadama sa kanilang mga mahal sa buhay kung ano ba ang buhay ng isang Pilipino sa ibang bansa. Ako si Elijah Villanueva, sa murang edad na nakisapalaran sa ibang bansa, nag-aral at tuluyan naging isang OFW at pilit na nakikipagsapalaran upang abutin ang mga pangarap sa buhay. Ini-invite po namin kayo na maging part po ng mga programa namin dito sa Yapak. Just follow or like or subscribe our link para po malaman nyo po ang mga kwento ng iba't ibang mga tao upang abutin ang kanilang mga pangarap sa buhay. And definitely, we will see you po sa mga episodes ng Yapak.
Wala na po akong mahihiling pa.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Yapak Talk show. And I hope you're all safe and sound in your own homes or wherever you are. My name is Kim, one of the co-founders of Yapak London Organization Incorporated, and I will be your host for tonight. So once again, I would like to welcome you to the Yapak Talk show. I know we've had a hiatus, we've been busy, but advocacy actually never stopped. Okay, so tonight I'm so proud and honored to be sharing with you about an advocacy that we've been doing at the start of the year, actually for the first quarter of the year. And I will be joined by three of our participants, which are part of which have become members as well, to share about their journey, about what we are doing. So just to give you a brief background, so at the start of the year po, we were thinking of what we can do actually, because here in the United Kingdom, nagkaroon po ng lockdown, I think mid-December. So I think that was the second lockdown. There was a second wave, and at the moment it is slowly easing down. So during February po, we were thinking, ano kaya magagawa natin na something worthwhile, beneficial, and yet safe. So yun po yung mga very, very important, kasi we cannot do physical events. But of course, if we want to advance our advocacy, the show must go on, hindi po ba? So what we did, I have this friend, which is actually a co-founder of Yapak as well, si Mikey. So she introduced to me about what you call the Conquerors, okay? So this is actually a virtual challenge, okay? A virtual challenge in which you will either walk or run any physical activity. And sabi ko, wow, this is something good, okay? Because ako po, I'm so fond of rambling, of adventures, of walking. But given the situation, we cannot actually go to places. But what I realized is that this is something possible if you just adhere to the government guidelines. So it doesn't have to stop, okay? So what we did, nag-usap-usap kaming founders together with Regina and Elijah, the four founders. Parang Hogwarts, no? Four founders. Okay, and then we realized, why don't we share this to people, those who would like to join? And then we thought of something, of doing it as a fundraising rather than just for personal gain like physical fitness. But why not do it as a fundraising in which two of our beneficiaries is actually pertains actually to both people and the environment, hindi po ba? So actually, to give you a brief background, please watch this video. Okay, what Yapak, there is Yapak Talk and there's Yapak Walk. Okay, so walkie-talkie. So please watch this video. Ayan, okay. So that is actually the challenge. So this is actually similar to sponsored walks. It's just this time we are doing it virtually because we would like to do it safely. Okay, so virtually, we don't actually need to be in the place. What we did is we chose a challenge via the Conquerors. Sila po yung gumagawa ng mga challenges, and we did one of the longest miles, no? 1,083 miles. Ganun po siya yung kalayo. And this is very challenging then in a way, because this is actually, and kasi ano siya from England to Scotland. So ganun po yung haba niya. This is what we call from Land's End, which is in Cornwall, to John O'Groats, which is in Scotland. So yung haba po niya is 1,083. And yung nakakatuwa while doing it, because you do it via the app, I'm sure some of the viewers have tried it as well, is that along the way, these are the places na napuntahan ko na before. So as you do some mileage and you get to a popular landmark, they will send a postcard. And then I will say to myself, oh, napuntahan ko na to. And those na hindi ko napuntahan, of course, those were actually included in my bucket list. So 1,083 miles, we have done it safely. As you saw on the video, we have 26 participants. So thank you very much for those who actually joined the challenge. 26 of us, and we were actually divided into 5 teams. Okay, we were divided into 5 teams. Okay, so pinangalan po namin yan into some patriotic names like, of course, the three major islands of the Philippines, which is, correct? Yes, parang si Dora, eh, no? So Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And then we also have, because this pertains to the environment, so we chose Anahaw, the name Anahaw, and of course Sampaguita. Okay, so these are considered national flowers, national plants. Okay, we have five teams, and I actually belong to Proud Team Mindanao, and what our team captain, makakasama natin siya mamaya. Ako lang po yung nuisance candidate doon sa team namin. Pero I'm doing my best because I really love walks. Okay, so this event would not have been possible without the support of charity partners. So syempre, we would like to acknowledge them, okay? We have partnered because we're doing tree planting activities to three, okay, to three organizations. The first one of which is Mangrove Organization located in Misamis Oriental. So, ang purpose naman po nito is, ang focus nila is not native trees but mangroves. We are familiar with the benefits of mangroves, isn't it? Especially for protection from typhoons and storms. So, maraming salamat kay J. Paolo Habagat and to our contact person, the president of Mangroves, Hope. We have also collaborated with One Tree Planted, which is a US-based company. They're doing a lot of good things around the world. So tree planting is very, very important to them, and kasama pong Philippines sa mga natutulungan nila. So what we will do is we will partner with them. They will do the actual job. Us, we will do the walking, and you people can actually donate. Our last partner is, of course, popular, known to all, hopefully known to all Filipinos, is what we call the Haribon Foundation. So at the moment, they're doing some uh, tree planting activities in Sierra Madre, in some parts of Calabarzon as well, in Rizal, in Laguna. So Haribon Foundation is one of the most credible foundations in the Philippines, and they are not just doing tree planting activities, but anything that can actually help with climate change, to mitigate climate change. Yun naman po yung purpose natin dito eh. Because as Sir David Attenborough said, this is not actually about saving the planet. When we help preserve this is about saving ourselves. And now we would like to thank our sponsors, BC Remit, and of course, Butderm. Okay. All right. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga partners. And now I'm gonna introduce to you our guests for tonight. I've actually prepared some questions for you. It's very, very long, and I have this on my phone. Okay, so please help me welcome first our one of our participants, and this is actually belongs to my team. Okay, I mean I'm part of the Team Mindanao. Okay, all the way from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So sister countries, puro royalties, United Kingdom and United Arab Emirates. Please help me welcome a human resource officer, Janina Palanas.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Janina, kamusta?
Okay naman. Good evening. Hope you're all
Good
well
evening.
and safe in the UK.
Yes, we all are. We are all trying to be. How's the weather there?
It's getting warm now. It's around 23 to 31 degrees, but yeah, it's still bearable. So yeah, I'm enjoying the sun.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay. And now we would like to show the other guests. Ayan. So from the UAE, balik tayo sa United Kingdom. So this one is one of the co-founders. Okay, actually one of the first founders of Yapak itself. Okay, may I call on Regina Parente. Oh, ang ganda nun Sino yun? Okay, so Regina.
Hello, hello. Good evening. Ako po si Regina Yapak, co-founder number 2, number 3.
Wow, ayos.
With
Okay.
Edward and Mikey. Yes. Hello, Kuya. Hi, Ate.
Great. I hope you're okay. I'm
Hi.
sure because we are now on the last week of our challenge kasi we are actually finishing this by 22nd of April, just in time for Earth Day. Okay? I think
Finally.
galing ka sa paglalakad, no?
Oo, at maglalakad din ako pa uwi mamaya.
Yes.
Kaya kailangan ng 5 km.
Okay, ayan. So for those of our viewers, just to explain, no, because we have this app, so all steps that you are taking along the way, it is counted po. Kaya ganun, napakaganda ng kasi talagang ma-push ka to do your physical fitness for that day, instead of going to the lift, of using the lift or elevator, then just use the stairs. Regina, Nina, sa samanta ng ating last guest. So this one is a board trustee um, of the Voice of Domestic Workers, and she is also a member of Ladies for Rizal Incorporated. So sobrang idol ko itong babae na ito, kasi napakarami na po yung napagdaanan sa buhay, very energetic, very bubbly, and very matulungin. Ate Saida, let's go.
Hello, magandang gabi sa lahat. Good evening, everyone.
Kamusta ka dyan?
Good evening.
Okay lang ako. Nandito sa flat.
Great. Okay, yan. So, nakikita nyo naman, no? In Ate Zaida, maliwanag pa, but she's in the UK and it's already 7:46 here in the UK. So, spring is here, no? I want to say coming, but spring is here. Okay, so guys, are you all ready? I've got just some questions for you. Please feel free to answer them. And you will have a prize at the end. No, I'm just kidding. Wala. Okay, so Yapak Talk Show. Okay. Are you all ready, guys? Okay, so gusto ko lang ikwento niyo yung journey ninyo. I just have some questions. So let's start with Janina, no, from the UAE. So actually, what prompted you? I have the same question for all of you. No? So what prompted you guys to join the challenge? Except for Regina pala kasi we conceptualize this.
Okay, for me, I was encouraged by one of the Yapak founders, Elijah. So he messaged me about it. But prior the challenge, I already started walking and running last year to keep myself fit. And kasi may balik alindog program. Yon, and I have to keep myself fit. So that's one thing. And also I'm thinking of like an activity that can also like benefit others, not just me. And when he said that while we're doing the walk, we're also, help plant trees globally. So that's also one thing that made me join.
Okay, great. How about you, Ate Zaida?
Encouraged by Elijah as well. And you too, Kim, Regina, and Mikey. And then the most thing that I was very interested for the Yapak is it's because yung aim is to help the youth back home, not just for their needs, but especially for education. And of course,
Okay.
of course for myself, as I need to be fit, for myself to be healthy.
Okay, great. So thank you, Janina and Ate Zara, for sharing. So sabi ko nga, before nasis ko, kung mga hayop tayo, this is what you call mutualism kasi it benefits both parties, yourself and you're helping other people as well and the environment. So Regina, I have a question for you. Have you always liked walking? Either leisure, casual, or intentional?
Paminsan-minsan lang. Pero since I've been working from home, at maybe after 6 months na nakahilata lang ako, na nakaupo lang ako, sa totoo lang, na-shock ako na wala pang 1,000 steps a day yung nagagawa ko. Sobrang na-shock ako. So, nurse yung mama ko, so in-encourage niya ako, ano ba yan, ginagawa mo? Ako nakaka 12,000 steps a day. So, yun nga, 10,000 steps daw a day ang minimum ba or like dapat ginagawa every day. So, nagsimula ako maglakad. Like, after dinner, para magpababa ng kinain. And then, ayun na nga si Mikey. Na-discover niya yung Conqueror. So, kami dalawa, nabudol niya ako. Binudol niya ako mag-conquer. So, ayun, kaya nga nakakadalawang medal na din ako kahit pa paano. And then, ayun na nga, sinama namin ikaw hanggang sa naging, eto na, Yapak Walk na siya.
Yes.
Tayo na. Damay-damay tayo. For your health din naman. So, ayun naman sa akin talaga, for my health. And then, the good thing is nga, we're planting trees, helping the youth in the Philippines. So, madami nagagawa sa simpleng paglalakad natin.
Yes, that's right. So, what can you say about the safety here in the UK? I think naglalakad ka usually evenings. Okay naman.
Okay naman. Ako nga, I prefer din talaga after work. I finish 7 p.m. So, tapos na yung rush hour. Wala na. Wala nang tao sa labas. Nung una, walang tao sa labas. Tapos, I stay in the main roads na nga din kasi may balita ng kidnapping na basta not
Oh,
nice, not really nice na nangyari recently kay Sarah Everard. So, since then, talagang main road lang ako. Iikutin ko lang yung main road. Paakyat-akyat baba lang ako ng hill. Tapos, ayun na. Saktong 2.5 km na siya. Okay na yun. Pero recently, dahil nag-ease na ang mga restrictions, ang dami ng tao sa labas. So, nakamask. Well, lagi naman din ako nakamask kasi nga, baka kapadaan ako ng bibili ako ng sibuyas or bawang on the way home para sa dinner ko na may
for dinner.
isasangag ako. Yeah. So, ayun lang naman. Pero recently, well, maganda, good mood lahat ng tao eh. Ang daming tao sa labas. Lahat al fresco, lahat nung naglabasan na ang mga pub garden, mga beer garden sa daan. Kaya, it's nice. Medyo safe. Kasi madaming tao. Hindi na malungkot. At
Yeah.
getting warmer na din. So, it's been fun.
Yeah, let's start with experiencing the warm weather. No? Although malamig pa ng konti, pero the sun is coming out. But just make sure that it's always safe. Just wear masks, sanitize, social distancing. And I think nagagawa natin dito when we
Yeah,
started February, di ba? Okay,
exactly.
now I have a question for Janina, UAE,
Mm.
all the way from Dubai. Okay, so what challenges or obstacles have you encountered? Because this is a challenge anyway. Pero
Mhm.
what are the challenges or obstacles that you have encountered, and how did you um, handle them?
Well, with in terms of walking, I didn't had any challenge kasi nga I really like walking and I'm also into hiking, trekking, yon, and running. The well, the biggest challenge that happened was I think after 3 weeks of doing the walk, I tested positive for COVID. That's one of the biggest challenge. Yes, and it was a big challenge because uh, I had symptoms, so I had chest pains and all that, and so I had to be isolated for 2 weeks. And of course, I can't really like do walks in the hotel room. So kahit mag-walks ako doon, like ilan lang, 20 or something. So I had to, at first, I had to, of course, keep quiet muna. And then nung na-confirm ko na nga, I had to talk to my teammates and they understand it. And just to mention as well, I didn't really know all of my teammates. It's just Kim that I know. But they're really supportive. Yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, in our team, yeah, it's just Kim that I know. But then all my teammates are very supportive, so they were able to cover for me. Um, and they were able to cover for the distances that I missed. And right now, I'm still recovering. Probably I'm in my 95 to 98% recovery. Kasi the first siguro 2-3 weeks after the isolation, hingal pa rin talaga ako. So until now, I can still run. I can walk, but I can still run. Kahit yung paghabol ng traffic lights, maano eh, hihingal ako. Yun. So I'm very thankful with my teammates. But right now, yeah, I was able to keep up naman with them. So that's the biggest challenge that I had.
Okay, yeah. So maraming salamat, Janina. You are a COVID survivor actually. And
Yes.
we are looking forward to your 100% recovery. And by
Thank
the way,
you.
connected to what you have just shared now, we are praying at the moment for those who are currently afflicted, for those who are currently battling. We hope that they will recover. Our science and faith, ang pinagsama yan, is everything will be okay. And for those na namayapa na, our prayers as well. We will make sure that your death will not go to waste. We will take on the all the learnings sa situation kung ano bang nangyari so that hindi na mangyari sa iba. Diba? Ate Zaida, what challenges? I know this is not actually a challenge for you. Talagang nangunguna ka during the first months. We were so happy talagang because you're doing this, diba? But any challenge or obstacle that you have faced and
Yeah.
how you handle them?
Kasi talagang active talaga ako kahit wala pa ako sa Yapak. Every day talagang nag-walk ako, nag-run. Especially kung day off ko, makikita niyo ako either sa Regent's Park or sa Hyde Park. Ikutin ko yan. So more than yung 3.7 na yun, more than that ang nagagawa ko. Dahil siguro, since nag-elementary, high school, and college, talagang ang more on sports talaga yung aking parang varsity na tinatawag niyo, yon ganon. Yan ang aking talaga. Hanggang sa nagdalagat, nag-asawa na ako, love ko pa rin ang mag-run or any sports na pwedeng magiging katulong ko o katuwang ko na ma-maintain yung healthy. At saka lalo ngayong pandemic na lahat tayo ay nagkulong sa bahay, nandyan pa yung nakaka-stress ka dahil yung titirhan mo is hindi okay, tapos mapasama ka. So lahat yan dapat hindi natin isa-isip dahil ang daming way na dapat natin gawin, how our minds to be open sa lahat ng bagay. Dahil kung isipin mo ang pandemic, hindi ka makapag-concentrate. Nandyan lang, lalo kang magda-down. So, why should we do that? That there's a lot of things to do. Kaya mayroon akong skipping rope, may tennis ako, bahala kayo dyan, basta ako lalabas, gagawin ko, dadalhin ko yan. And besides that, yung nature ng work ko kasi sa maternity nurse, yung baby kailangan kong dalhin sa labas. So isa pa yan. So lalong yung aking daily routine is more than on the walk. Sobra-sobra na nga yata eh. Kaya di ba, kung nakikita nyo ano ko, talagang updated. More than that, yeah. Minsan, yung iba kong ka-teammate, pag hindi nila nagagawa, let me know. I will do it. Kasi over. Which is okay kasi it really helps really talaga sa body. Hindi lang dahil siguro dahil nampisahan mo sa simula nung ikaw young pa, ganun ka na. Dahil siguro dahil meron ka rin talagang magiging vision mo na maging healthy ka hanggang sa pagtanda natin. Talagang mag-healthy ka, wala kang sakit. So far so good, thanks God. Never akong na-hospital of all my life. And then, kaya challenge everybody na kung gagawin nyo yung mga ginagawa namin sa Yapak na kahit sa isang oras lang o 2 oras sa isang araw instead of staying home, why not, di ba? Ayan lang.
Yan. Wow, maraming salamat for all the tips and sa mga pagpapatotoo sa mga bagay-bagay, Ate Saida. So, kita naman po sa katawan ninyo, di ba? Kita naman I'm sure those people who know you, kita naman sa katawan ninyo how energetic you are, and of course, the figure is well maintained, di ba? And teka lang kasi medyo siguro nagtataka yung mga tao, no? So Janina, Regina, and Zaida all have work full times. They're living their daily lives, di ba? But still they were able to incorporate this activity. So I just want to let people know that if you really want to do something, you can do them, di ba? Kasi ako, guilty ako niyan, sabi ko, busy ako sa ganito, busy sa ganyan. Pero if I really want it, pwede palang ma-incorporate, as in, pwede mo siya ma-complete sa time mo. So maraming salamat because this activity is possible. But just to let you know, guys, some of that made this event possible as well is because of our sponsors. So we would just like to acknowledge 2 of our corporate sponsors who helped us with this event. When we say help us with this event, ibig sabihin, of course, this is an event, right? So there are miscellaneous fees. Imbes na yung dinonate ng tao, gagamitin pa natin sa miscellaneous fees, yung corporate sponsors natin ang nag-handle nun para buong-buo may ibigay yung pera sa mga students na i-sponsoran, and of course, to our tree planting activities na maibigay dun sa 3 partners natin. We would like to acknowledge them, so please watch the video.
With BC Remit, sending money to the Philippines is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. Launch the app and click the sign up button to get started. Enter your email address, create a secure password, and click Create Account. To ensure that we get your money safely to your beneficiaries, we are going to need a few details. Enter the necessary information, then choose your preferred delivery option. Finally, enter the amount you want to send. Choose your payment method and press send. It's that simple. Secure, fast, convenient. Send money to the Philippines now for as low as $2.99. Send love the BC Remit way.
Ayan, so thank you very much to BC Remit, Remittance Company, and of course to Butderm UK, skincare company. So maraming salamat for sponsoring us. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so moving forward, guys, I just have some few questions for you, no? Okay, so my next question for you is this. So on the 22nd of April, well, actually this April, we are celebrating not just as a global citizen, but as Filipinos, we are celebrating Una National Literature Month in the Philippines. Second, Filipino Food Month. Just a quick lang, no? Jay and Janina, what's your favorite Filipino food? Go.
Adobo.
Janina,
Adobo.
Oh, crispy pata.
crispy pata. Zaida,
Sinigang.
sinigang na. Basta
Ulo ng
sinigang.
salmon.
Ulo lang sa okay. So Filipino Food Month, but globally, guys, internationally, we are actually celebrating Earth Month. Okay, so Earth Day po is on 22nd of April with the theme Restore Our Earth. So I'm sure you're familiar with what happened last year. People are not going out, and actually nature had a rest talaga in terms of pollution, nabawasan. Okay, so my next question for you is, can you give any idea, tips on how everyone can contribute? Okay, can contribute one yapak at a time. So I'm gonna share first. So habang nag-iisip kayo, no, one tip lang. Ito very basic to, no. Anyone can do it. Tsaka it all starts with with small steps with bigger impacts. Kasi yung iba, kaya pala napipigilan silang gumawa ng something. Akala nila kailangan malaki na yung gagawin nila, at kapag hindi na-achieve, huwag na lang gagawin. So I realized, especially as millennials, at Zad included, is we can start this, okay? It can be done. Ito very simple, no? So plus sa workplace, plastic cups, one-use cup. So I thought of this. Why not just have this? Na-achieve ko na yung 500 liter sa 2,000, so 500 liters sa, teka lang, ano yung bago liters? But
Milliliters.
1.5
ml.
yung
Yan yung
ML.
liter.
So 2 liters
Milliliters.
is the minimum, no? Actually, yung iba nga sasabihin 3 liters. 2 liters is the minimum. So not only na-achieve ko na yung 500 liters throughout the, plus this is reusable as well. So very basic siya. It can help climate change. It can help mitigate in small ways. How about you, Janina?
Dahil kinuha mo na yung sagot ko.
Ako din.
Okay. So,
You have this at home or at
Yeah.
workplace. You have this. Okay.
yun. Actually, aside from that, I think they have like reusable straws right now, and yung, anong tawag doon, yung mga spoon and fork din as well. Aside from that, I guess we can also go paperless. So I think a lot of organizations are doing that. Kasi nga, ilang puno yung kailangan nating i-cut just to, make papers. So, yun. I think that's one way.
Yes. Thank you, Regina.
So, yun din yung sagot ko. Kasi, yung last trip ko sa Philippines was Siargao, and the whole island, walang plastic bags. And then, at that time, dinidiscourage na nila yung, bottled waters, ang pagbebenta ng bottled waters. So, since that trip, meron na akong sariling, spoon and fork, cutlery. Meron din akong bamboo straw. Tapos meron din akong sariling water bottle. Pero kung yung idadagdag, binabawasan ko na din mag-beef. Kasi sabi sa'yo, tsaka, yung normal milk. So, puro almond and oat milk na lang din ang binibili ko pag nagko-grocery ako. So, very tiny steps, pero medyo nag-a-adjust na din. Pati tofu, nababanatan ko na din siya. So, less red meats. So, more on, pa-vegan na nga siya ng pa-vegan. Unti-unti lang naman. So, still, ayun nga, baby steps. Hanggang sa fully convert na, di ba? And,
So, baby
yeah.
steps, well, isn't it? So, cattle talaga, no? Too much cattle,
Yeah.
pigs, and all different kinds of cattle, especially cows, di ba? So, all contribute to carbon footprint.
Yeah.
So, kung mabawasan yun, no, the companies will realize. And going plant-based, yung sinasabi ko, nagbe-benefit ka na yung katawan mo, nakakatulong ka pa. So, it's good. Ate Zaida, so we've all talked about recycling, some things. How about you? And how to help the environment?
Yeah, same the one. Kung magta-travel ako, meron akong talagang daladalang parang wala dito sa kusina eh. Yung rubber na parang water bottle siya pero malipid na parang paumbok. So dala-dala ko 'yon. So instead na bumili ka sa shops or at least kung sa mga alanganing lugar ka, you'll be ready, di ba? Hindi ka yung maghanap ka pa ng shops para bumili lang. So, dala ko yun tuwing kahit saan ako pumunta, kahit sa work ko, dala ko yan. I don't mind na mabigat siya or what, so it's okay for me. Yung mga, sa kagaya ng sinasabi ni Reg, sa bag ko may nuts talaga ako. Alam ni Elijah yan. Sometimes kung travel ako, bibigyan ko sila. May nuts talaga ako sa bag.
Very important source of protein.
Yes, kasi di ba talagang nakatulong ka niyang na mo yung rather than chicheria na hindi healthy. Di ba? Rather than yung mga yung mga bilhin mong junk foods, hindi talaga healthy siya. So why not na kumain ka ng mga ganun samantala ayan yung mga nuts, bilhin mo yan, di ba? Kahit mga walnuts na yan, whatever, mixed nuts, whatever, put in your pocket, travel it.
That's right. Yeah. So yan actually magic of sustainability, di ba? So companies will recognize there's a demand, so they will keep planting this para to support the demand, di ba? Rather than chichirya. So, and okay, one of the things actually, Regina, I'm sure you have a indoor plant sa bahay mo.
Oh yeah.
Mama
oh
mo.
yeah. So nung Valentine's Day, si Mama binilhan ko ng flowers. Pero at that time, naghahanap ako ng air purifier. Pero mahal. Parang 100 pounds siguro ang gagastusin ko.
130
halaman na lang. Kaya halaman na lang binili ko. So, natural air purifier. So, snake plant. Yung snake plant. Yung isa spider plant. So, ayun. Yung dalawa. Binubuhay ko sila. Wag ko daw pansinin para mabuhay. Yung isa natutuyo eh.
So, actually, they make good pets, no? Hindi mo kailangang bantayan masyado.
Clingy kasi ako.
Wow, good. Okay, so for our viewers, sana Marie, bringing indoor plants, something that stress buster din siya actually whenever you see indoor plants is tapos natural air fryer, you can research about that. And of course, bringing nature into your home. Now we have shout out, guys. Can you please read, Janina? May mga ano tayo? Kaya pa.
Ako gabasa. Hello, pa-shout out. I Evangelista Shamshad, Suzanne Elizabeth Villaflor, Beverly Casilan, hello po. Fergus O. Carino, hi po sa inyong lahat. I guess they're all from the UK. Are they all from the UK? Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much for walking.
Yes.
Just be safe, wear your mask, and of course, sanitize. So, ingat po kayo and thank you very much. Okay, so guys, maraming salamat po sa mga tips ninyo. So we talk about recycling. Hopefully, please research about what we call upcycling as well. We will discuss that in different talks. And of course, yung plant is very important. I have just last question for you before you go, guys. So one of the beneficiaries of this fundraising activity, which our directors will later actually show how to donate, is about education. No? So in the Philippines, as we all know, so education has become like a luxury, although hindi siya dapat, but we are here to actually help. Nowadays, during the pandemic, it's about the distance learning. So nahihirapan katulad ko kasi guro ako. So dito pala yung puso. Guro ako, so nare-realize ko yung hirap ng mga kapwa guro ko sa paggawa ng modules, and of course, sa online classes nila, but more so the students. Dagdag pressure. Can you all remember? At least at one point we were students, isn't it? Si Janina,
Yes.
Regina, hirap. So ito yung question ko
Yes.
sa inyo, no? So my question is, so we are aware that education in the Philippines can be one of the best in the world. I mean, it can really produce the best. Kung yung mga exams natin, grabe. And we have produced the best doctors, nurses, isn't it? But sadly, only if there is money to pay for it. So if your family has money for it, if you have money, or if someone sponsors you, they had money as well, di ba?
Yeah.
Sinabi ko, libre yung education ko, I was a scholar. There was still money involved. Hindi pwedeng basta free education, di ba? So can you give any insight or idea on how we as a nation, as a Philippines, can improve on that? So just be free when answering. What can you say about our educational, not actually the system, but yung bang idea na kailangan mabayaran? Although nasa constitution natin na pag sinabing high school, libre yan. So how can we improve on that? Ate Zaida.
Sa akin, hindi tayo superheroes, hindi tayo, wala tayong superpower na magagawa natin yung gusto natin back home. So, siguro, as a team, kagaya nga itong Yapak, which is yan ang aim talaga natin to support mga kabataan back home. So, siguro, through our messages all over the world and through the Yapak Philippines, UK, and to anyone, bawat isa sa atin is why not na mag-post sa Facebook kung anong mithiin natin, anong goal natin. Hindi lang sa mga kabataan sa Pilipinas, kundi sa lahat. Siguro bawat isa sa atin is may gagawing ganun na as a simple message just to let everyone knows kung ano ang adhikain natin. Siguro it will help to the youth back home para matulungan sila sa kanilang education, kasi hindi natin magagawa yan kung isa lang tayo eh. Lalo't hindi naman tayo mayaman. So we have voices to spread what the youth needs back home, especially sa education nila. So matutulungan natin sila kahit papaano through us. So let us be as one, to be united as a team, and then siguro may mga ang daming way, hindi man siguro madali, pero at least in slowly siguro magagawa natin yan.
Yeah, salamat. So slowly but surely, there's very doable siya. Thank you, Ate Saida. Saan ka nag-aral sa Philippines, Ate Saida?
Elementary sa integrated school.
Shout out naman sa mga
high
kapwa.
school.
Kung kamusta na,
Sa
buhay-buhay.
Imay, college, sa fisheries, and then dito na.
Yes, and can you see where it led you, diba? So thank you very much. All the advocacies, those people who know you, alam namin yung mga ginagawa mo, pagpatuloy niyo yan, and salute to you. Janina.
Yes, hi.
What can you say?
Your question. Isasagot mo yung question mo. Right. So, yes, i-echo ko lang sinabi ni Ate Saida. It's just, siguro, we have limited kasi ways on helping the Filipinos in the Philippines, but then we're trying our best naman on our end to help them. But I guess what as a nation what we can do is we can, because right now we're in an uncertain situation, right, because of the pandemic. And I guess most of the Filipinos, or most of the people in general, we try to sit and wait na lang for the situation to change. I guess what we can do on our part is try to like do or engage in valuable acts that can result to a growth and support growth within us and also support for others. So for example, what we're doing right now, right? So it's educational, right? So we're educating them that okay, by doing the walk we can plant trees, we can help uh, just by doing that. So baby steps then. And aside from that, personally naman, kasi ako, I work as an HR, but specifically in learning and development. So I'm really keen in like trainings and learning. Advocacy ko talaga siya since before. So whenever I have like new knowledge, I usually share it to my network. And then hopefully they also share it to their friends or to their other network. So little by little yun, na-educate yung people. And lastly, as a Yapak member, yun, I would also echo Ate Saida's response na as a Yapak member, I can also like uh, parang direct other people to our channel. And then if they would want assistance or support from us, we will of course gladly help them. So yun, just a shout out to all of our viewers now. Uh, if you are really keen in being like learning more, we have this platform. So this platform is for you. So just feel free to message us, and of course we'll have something to give to you, or to make your time worthwhile. Yun. Kesa 'di ba, we're just sitting and waiting for everything to change. We have to embrace this uncertainty. Yun. Thank you.
Wow, salamat Janina. So
Haba.
sharing and adaptation is key. Okay, we need to adapt to the new normal rather than
Yes.
denying or not swimming with the current, di ba? Okay,
Mhm.
so may tanong lang ako kay Reg, no? Kasi si Reg, at the moment, although lahat naman tayo mga bata pa, but I think she's the one closest, okay, dun sa, from the time she graduated from university, di ba? So Regina, despite all the obstacles, there are people or there are students who won't give up. Talagang paglalaban nila pag education, gagawin nilang lahat. And these are the people that really sometimes nagpapayak sa akin no, na why do they keep pushing? Na parang ako, wala akong parang na-realize ko wala akong excuse na to do good or to do great in life because there are just these people, mostly teenagers, who just won't give up. So what say to them to motivate them to keep doing it, Regina?
Don't stop. Keep going. May mapapala din yan. Diyos ko, pinaghirapan mo yan. As in, maniwala ka lang sa sarili mo. Lagi ko naririnig tayo-tayong mga founder. Parang lagi tayo nagaganunan. Maniwala ka sa sarili mo. Naniniwala ako sa'yo. Tapos eto na, nag-i-snowball na at may mga proyekto na tayo nagagawa. May mga projects at success naman for the last 1 year, kung ano-ano na nagawa natin at hindi pa din tayo tumitigil. At ganun lang din yun sa kanila. I'm pretty sure naman, hindi konting tiis lang naman. As in, lagi naman, pag may tiyaga, may nilaga. Totoo yan. As in, kesa naman na yun nga, naghihintay, wala mangyayari pag ganun talaga. So, don't give up. Be inspired, mamotivate ka lang. Tuloy-tuloy yan. Diyan din sa papagad, naniniwala at binabantayan ka lang. As in, kung wala ka naman nasasaktan, tuloy-tuloy lang. O, diba?
So, yeah. Maraming salamat for words of inspiration. So, itong mga bata na to, they're facing trials and struggles. And in relation to our advocacy, no, the name of our group is Yapak, and I'm sure you're familiar with the poem Footprints in the Sand, no? So, ito lang familiar, di ba? So, at the time na akala mo nag-isa ka, yun pala, binuhat ka ng Diyos. Kaya pala, there's only one set of footprints in the sand, di ba? So, that's right, Regina. Salamat, never give up. As a teacher myself, it's my one of the reasons pala kung ba't ako nag-teacher is I want to make a difference in the lives of people. So, kaya nakakatuwa talaga. So, education is key. Environment preservation is key. Kahit anong aral natin, kung wala ng planeta, sira ng mundo, baliwala ang ginagawa natin. So, it's just about but life is not just about money, isn't it? So, magprotektahan tayo, and super thank you sa lahat po ng sharings ninyo. Janina, what's your team, by the way?
Team Mindanao.
Team Mindanao. Yes, tayo mo. Regina, what's your team?
Team Robin na na.
By the way,
Yes, si Regina pala, ka-team ko. Sorry.
Regina is actually our
I'm
team captain.
Visayas!
And Ate
Yes.
Zaida,
Visayas.
Team Visayas. Yan, Team Visayas. So hopefully next time we will have different
Yes!
representatives from other groups like Team Luzon and Team Anahaw and Team Sampaguita. And ayan. So guys, once again, we would like to thank our sponsors, BC Remit and Butterm UK, and we would also like to say hang to our partners, Haribon Foundation, Mangrove Organization, and One Tree Planted. That's it. Because end of May and start of June is the tree planting activities in the Philippines. So yun po yung sinabi sa amin. That's why we are still open for donations. If you to donate, here is the information. We will finish the challenge by 22nd of April, but donations coming, okay? So I would just like to explain to you our major platform, Virgin Money Giving. Ibig sabihin po, you can directly go to the link and send your donations. By the way, I would just like to say a massive thank you to those who have already donated. So for £100, guys, you can support a poverty-stricken student and finance tree planting efforts in the community. For those of you who have donated £50, meron na po kayong masusuportahan na isang student. Can you imagine the data that they could have for the semester? So mobile data to use for schooling and support for their daily allowance. Can you imagine the stress na hindi tayo sabi we're not superheroes, but the stress na para makikibuhat tayo dun sa parents ng pasanin nila. That makes my heart talagang we can do something, no? Hindi pwedeng OFW na lang. And ang excuse pandemic. It's really not kasi ang dami na pong tumulong kaya super thank you sa lahat mga tumulong. For £25, we will plant more than 10,000 trees. This is just the minimum. It will take actually millions of trees, okay, to make a massive impact, but one yapak at a time. So this will help reduce carbon emissions globally while providing livelihood and healthier environment for people and wildlife locally. Ganito pong kaganda siya, no? Di ba nagtatanim? So it's not just native trees in our project, but also fruit trees. So the people in the locality can have something to do. Again, physical fitness and livelihood. Nagkakaroon po ng income. So yung pera ninyo talagang sulit na sulit. Of course, any amount will do. This is a charitable cause, a fundraising activity. Any amount will be greatly appreciated. So please just visit www.yapak.org to know more information about the cost and about the organization in general. By the way, thank you very much po sa mga nag-ayos ng papers in the Philippines for us to be registered as an organization in the Philippines. And of course, to prosper the world for adopting us as a city here in the United Kingdom. Maraming salamat. Okay, and now do we have 26 participants? Just shout out lang, no, kasi hindi natin sila nakita. So, Erica, Alexandrina, Jubilin, Marcy, Janina, Jane, Nerissa, ako, Mikey, Jobili, Dan, Rona, Regina, Zaida, Adele, Helen, Gigi, Brad, Chris, Elijah, Jubilin, June, Grace, Rose, Catherine, Ruby. Thank you very much. We only have about 5 days left. Please keep pushing para hindi naman tayo mapahiya sa mga donors natin. For the donors, for the viewers, guys, please, you can donate at any time. All the information is here if you look below. Anything else you would like to say before we end, Ate Zaida?
Maraming salamat sa lahat, sa mga sponsor namin yung nagbigay, at sa lahat pa pong hindi ko na matandaan yung basta I have one sponsor. So yung iba hindi ko na matandaan. At least may acknowledgement naman lahat, di po ba? So maraming thank you sa inyong lahat and may God bless you.
Maraming salamat. Janina, all the way from Dubai, UAE.
Thank you for having me here. And yun nga, as I've mentioned earlier, anyone who's interested to learn more, you can just reach out to Yapak and we'll be there to help you. Yun lang. Shout out sa pamilya ko sa Pilipinas. I miss you all. Hope you're all okay.
Ang oras na doon, umaga yata, madaling araw.
Oo, madaling araw.
Thank you. Okay, Regina.
Sa mga nakakaloka lang isipin na before this year started, kaming dalawa ni Mikey lang yung nagko-conqueror. Tapos, na-snowball ng ganito kalaki at magkano na din ang naipon natin sa mga nag-donate. Maraming salamat po at madami na tayong punong na tanim at madami na ding mga batang natutulungan sa Pilipinas. So hopefully, mag-plan pa ulit kami. Siguro, maybe, later half of the year, we'll see. Watch out na lang sa mga announcement namin. So, maraming salamat ulit sa pag-participate ng Yapak Walk. And congratulations to us. Malapit na ang finish line natin.
Lapit na.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Ate Zaida, Janina, and Regina for joining us. And hopefully, we will be joined by others in our next shows. So that's it, guys. This is the end. Very much once again for joining the Yapak Talk Show, and we will see you in the next shows. Hopefully, this is Kim, one of the co-founders, and the next sabing. Always remember to go through life one Yapak at a time. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.